Good morning, YouTubers. Out for another walk. Don't forget to subscribe. Out for another walk with the dogs. So I'll just turn this around. This way. So it's a case of talking today about what's gone on. If you follow the news in Russia, if you're thinking about emigrating to Russia, if you whatever, there was a new presidential decree yesterday, and it's regarding a volunteering for the Russian military. If you are people and blown completely out of proportion. I'm just talking about here about the new presidential decree about the mobilization, not mobilization. Set this text right here. About the new mobilization thing. And it was blown completely out of proportion. People panicking, people already here, migrants, expats, whatever you want to call us, already here, panicking about being mobilised and sent to the front. And of course, as soon as I saw it, I knew it was all rubbish. Got on with my administrators, my Telegram for several hours last night. We also got on several immigration lawyers and were specialists and to kind of sort out what the new presidential decree is all about. And after dissecting it, several native Russian speakers dissected it, and they weren't too sure about it either. Exactly what it is. We can't say exactly what this entails, but from what we can gather, it is people who've already served in the military, the Russian military, who are now going to be offered a fast-track system to get citizenship. So people who came across and volunteered, if there is former, a lot of people from Asian countries like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, who served in the military in this special military operation, now have been offered a fast-track way to get into citizenship. So they don't want to go back to their native country. So it's not about mobilising the general population here, especially not about foreigners. But until we, even the migration services were confused. One person was turned away yesterday from putting their, that we know of, that was turned away from their application for residency on the basis that they didn't have a contract or something from the military to say that they'd served. So kind of, yeah, put a lot of frightens on a lot of people, but as soon as we saw it, we thought, nah, this isn't right, can't be right, because there's for those who don't know, last year the president put out another decree. It's hard to keep up with the decrees, but it was 702, what's called 702 visa, and it means basically you can come to Russia and live in Russia without having to pass any language exams or anything like that. The only thing you would need is a criminal record check, and you don't need any grounds. That's your grounds. It's what they call a values visa. So people who share common Russian values, such as traditional family, two parents, mother, father, non-transgender values, no wokeism. So traditional values, what you'd expect in any country. That's kind of the 702 visa. So this new decree would block that off for those people if they need to do military service. So we obviously realised it isn't right. There's some very poor translation, and I think it was probably muddled up with some other elements who were posting things online last night about it, probably from another country very close to where it began with a U, who were putting out false information about it, telling foreigners that they're all going to get conscripted as soon as they step on Russian soil. They come for a holiday, they're going to be conscripted and sent to it, and it's a lot of old rubbish. That would never happen anyway. But basically, the Russian army does not want foreigners who cannot speak Russian. Even if you came over and volunteered for the military operation, and some have, quite a few, they don't want you because you're more of a danger to yourself. So you've got to be something really special or something to get involved in that. So the decree yesterday was, it frightened a lot of people. I don't know why they put it out like that. Actually, it should have had a very clear explanation in English for any English speakers or people who are coming to Russia, emigrating to Russia, who don't speak Russian, who are interested in coming, but they've seen this decree and panic. And I'm guessing that it's going to be all over the news now in all of the Western media, for sure. And they're going to be all over it, and they're going to be, I would say today that it's going to be jumped on and really blown way out of proportion into silliness, where they're going to tell everybody you're going to be conscripted. I have not seen the newspapers today, but I would imagine that that's exactly what is going to happen. And Ukrainians are going to jump all over it as well. But for anybody who is coming to Russia, you can rest assured you're not going to be conscripted into the army. You know, there is a fast track. It is a way around it. I mean, if you were to sign up and do so many months in the military, you could then get citizenship and bypass all the other kind of regulations that come into it, because there is quite a lot of. It is not an easy immigration process. Well, I suppose coming into any foreign country is not going to be an easy immigration process. I'm not seeing the chat yet, and I can see there's 70 people online, but I can't see the chat. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's not coming through. I'll try again to write something. Let's see if that sets it off. Sometimes if I add a chat box, sometimes that comes into the there we go. So that's it, that's set it off. Yeah, when it came, started a few years ago, I emailed my MP and said the UK should not get involved, but use the NATO excuse. Yeah, I mean, Ukraine was never part of. I don't want to talk about politics too much about this because it just goes on and on. But there is a time and a necessity, especially today, where people are starting to panic. Good morning, Carly Jane. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a lovely time wherever you're from. The text is running now. Why it takes some time to come through, I have no idea. But I was just talking about, there's a new presidential decree. I think it's 821 or something, or 823 maybe. I may have got that wrong slightly. And basically, it sent a lot of people into panic mode about being conscripted into the military. And it just turns out that, and we're not 100% sure yet who it's going to affect and what it's going to affect and the legalities of it. But it seems to be, from a quick viewpoint, that it's a quick method of getting citizenship in the Russian Federation or Russia, former USSR, whichever you prefer. So, yeah, it's not as they made out. I'm going to remove that widget now because I can. That's got it coming. So yeah, this new decree is not what they made out, and it was. And not immigrant community who are in utter panic at the fact they thought they were going to get conscripted tomorrow. They weren't be able to get their residencies and whatever, and even the immigration service was confused about it. And one person who had all his documents ready was turned away for not having his army thing, you know. So everybody was confused. Everybody was why they put that decree out. I'm sure that it's going to be blown out of all proportion by the Western media and exploited by just to scare foreigners who come in here. So if you do see anything like that, if you're interested in coming to Russia and you see things like that, don't take it at face value, because it is not accurate. It's been manipulated in and out, and it's been muddled up with other things as well. There was it's a complete mess. I spent several hours last night on video calls with my admin team of the Telegram channel, trying to work out about the text of this bloody thing. Now, come on this way, Arctic. We're not going up there. Come on. So hopefully it's all going to be okay now, and the people are going to realise that it's not what it was put out to be. But, I mean, it's poor that the immigration service as well themselves fell for the same thing, and it's inconsistency immigrating to Russia that's been known for a long time, where one office you go to can be different to another office, in that one office says, oh, you need this, that and the other, and another office will say you need this, that, something different, so it's not a new phenomenon, that part of it. It's a case of interpretation of the law kind of thing, and some interpret it differently, and then of course lawyers have a different interpretation, and who knows why. But it certainly was confusing and scared a lot of people. But reading that, you have to read it carefully. But from what I can gather, that decree yesterday is purely a fast-track method of gaining citizenship or residency here for people who've previously served. See, that's what we all couldn't understand. Who it says for people who previously served in the Russian Federation military. Well, if you're a foreigner coming to Russia, you wouldn't have served in the Russian military, would you? So you wouldn't have that option. So it's unless you're part from a third country like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, where they've done military service under conscription in the Soviet period. Now they've come to Russia and they want to stay here, and so they've got that option where they can go and say, yeah, I've done my service, I want to be fast-tracked for citizenship. So basically I think that's what it was about. But yeah, a lot of people panicked last night, and it was a long night last night. Unfortunately, I happen to have a Telegram channel. I run a Telegram channel that is for immigrants, and because of that, I got caught up in that whole mess. People asking, "Oh, we're going to get conscripted," or God help us. And it turns out it wasn't quite as bad as what they made out. But anyway, for those who don't know, new to the channel. My main purpose of my channel is I'm building a house in Staraya Russa, which is Novgorod. I'm building it up there by myself, self-build, and I am vlogging it, or video logging it, because I'm not really a great video maker, YouTube video maker. I'm not an expert at that. I'm slowly learning. I can edit videos, but I've not got the creativity in me. I'm not creative. Yeah, rather than in the style that what they call B-rolling. So you have like a shot of something, and there's music going in the background, and it's very nice and very sparkly and stuff. I'm not good at that, so it's a skill I haven't got. So my videoing is basically vlogging, so you see as it is what it is. Which is also an honest way of doing things as well, because I'm building my house, and you see a lot of these videos where they've got some guy in some tropical country, and he's building a house out of bamboo sticks and whatever, and bits of clay, and they do all this, and then the text has stopped again, I think, and he's building all these houses, and he makes his dinner afterwards. It's all very nice, and yeah. But there's all crap in it. Nonsense. What I'm doing up in Novgorod is really, I'm building my own place. Really doing that. It's really being logged. You can see it there. There's no trickery, camera trickery, and making sparkly videos, kind of. We call them sparkly videos because I had a YouTube channel where basically it was members content for our Telegram channel, so members could, when they were visiting or whatever, they had a nice time in Russia, and they made a nice video of something, fountains and whatever, and basically I was adding sparkly bits and bits of music and making it look nice and just putting it on there for people to look at. It wasn't a very successful YouTube channel. It was just purely members content, and that's why I kind of broke off on my own and thought I need my own channel where I can log my own things, show my own stuff, kind of thing, and consequently that's where I'm at and why I'm, so that when I go back in the summer, continue on the build. The videos of this summer are being released every 7 days. They're on the channel. They're on a schedule. There's another 5 to go, I believe. And there's a whole bunch of shorts that have been created out of them. Shorts aren't super hot because it's clipped with AI, and when you are clipping with AI, basically it reframes the shot. So from a landscape perspective to a portrait landscape, so it clips some of the video out, and clever AI sort of focuses on one bit, but sometimes you don't actually get to see what you're trying to point out. But it's good. It brings up the shorts and comes up with titles and descriptions and stuff that you know you could never think of yourself unless you're a kind of expert in creating that kind of stuff. I'm not, so that kind of way is good, but it's kind of it's like machine translations like we had last night. Machine translations, they're not the same as human translations. Machines literally translate the exact word and put it out, and if they can't see the context of it, or the reasoning behind it, so the machine translations tend to be poor at best. Human translations are much better, kind of thing. So, does the sun ever shine there? Apparently not this year. It's like England, isn't it? It ain't been shining here. It was shining yesterday. We're on the point of winter, you see. That's the thing, and it's a strange year because it was raining all the beginning of summer. It really knocked out the plants and stuff. Really horrible year. And then the summer came and it was boiling hot, and so the plants didn't get a chance to bloom, and consequently bee activity was, I hardly saw a bee this year. Bee activity was really low, and consequently a real lack of apples, trees growing, lack of stuff like that. So a very odd year. And now when we should now be like, you know, metering snow and -17, and it's +10. So it's a really odd year with the weather. I don't know what it's like in your countries, where are you watching from? Maybe you're getting odd weather as well, because it's certainly been odd here, and I really don't understand it at all. Sure proof you were in the British Army 20 years. I wasn't in the British Army 20 years, I was 17 years. How can I show proof when I'm on this, when I'm on a live stream? What could you do? You go, I mean, my Facebook profile doesn't exist anymore. But if you were to go to, so where would you go? If you went to Facebook and you look for a group called Ex-Dukes, Ex-Duke Wellingtons, you would find people there who would know me. They would all know me there. If you went to there's no Royal Irish group actually. There was a 4 Royal Irish group, but it kind of was a bit pathetic and died. But certainly Duke Wellington's Regiment, yes, you would find them there. Also ADU, Army Dog Unit Northern Ireland, you could find their group. You would find people who know me in there very easily. Come on, we're going. So yeah, I don't need to prove anything. Simply is what I was. I can tell you where I was, when I was. You know, ask away. It's no problem. I can tell you exactly where I was. I joined the army in 1989 in actually October 19th, I think it was. I went to Strensel in York. I was in Marne platoon. From Strensel in York, past that you do 6 weeks. At that time you did 6 weeks training. You passed off the square, got your berry, then you did another 9 slits. It changed shortly after that and went to Catterick and whatever. But anyway, you did your training, did my training there, went posted there from straight to battalion, which everyone does. And I went to, my battalion was in Turnhill at the time, a place called Clive Barracks in Shropshire. We were there for not a long time. That was when the first Gulf War happened, so it must have been around about 90, yeah, it was just because it was, I joined 89, so it was 90 something, maybe 91, I'm not 90 or 91, I can't remember how long I was there for, but the Gulf War was on, it started, and we were sent to Mill. My Gulf War experience, well, first I was sent to Mill Hill to sort mail for any soldier, sailor or airman. That's what we did, that's what our battalion did, that was our glory. And that's where we went, Mill Hill. After that, anyway, we were based out of Turnhill. After Turnhill, we were sent straight to Bulford. Bulford is AMF, or it's Mobile Force for Norway, basically. So you do the skiing thing. We were in Picton Barracks there. We stayed on that role for 2 years. After that, we went why I don't know, but they changed barracks from Picton right next door to Kiwi Barracks, and we became armoured. We were armoured with Saxon APC. From there we went to Bosnia in 94, I think, either 93 or 94, I can't remember the exact dates. We came back from Bosnia. We were in a place called Bogunia, and some people went up to Split. Not Split, what I'm talking about, Split. I've forgotten the name. We were in Bogunia anyway. From there, from Kiwi Barracks, we came back from Bosnia. We were sent to Wheaton Barracks, which is near Blackpool, whole battalion. We went on to reserve for Northern Ireland, which is a Northern Ireland thing, from 95 till 97. We stayed there, did that. We were based out of Armagh. So you went 6 weeks into Armagh, Besbrook Mill. And then you come under 6 weeks training and then 6 weeks rest, and then you went back again for another 6 weeks, kind of thing. After that, we came back from Northern Ireland. Our battalion went on to public duties. Chuck went on to public duties at Windsor. I didn't want to do that, and I volunteered to be a dog handler in Northern Ireland. I got that post. Went to Melton Mowbray, did my training there for guard dog handling. Came back, got posted to Northern Ireland as a guard dog handler. Came back from there, got sent back to the UK, back to Melton Mowbray, to train as a specialist dog handler. So I was VS, vehicle search, looking for arms and explosives. Did that for 4 years. I was based out of, at first I was in Ballykelly, and then I was in Ebrington Barracks in Londonderry. From there, I did that 4 years. After that, transferred to 4 Royal Irish Home Service Battalion, which UDR. Then it became the Royal Irish as it amalgamated. From there, I stayed with 4 Royal Irish to the end of my service, which was 2006, where we were disbanded at the end of Op Banner. All 4 battalions were disbanded. We were made redundant. So that was my service. So yeah, if you can make that up, good luck to you. How did you end up in Russia as a person from a Slavic country? It doesn't make much sense unless you're somewhere in Serbia enjoying the nature. How did I end up in Russia? Oh, well, yeah, my ancestry is Lithuania, so I was interested in Russian language, and I met my wife online. It was basically through learning learning Russian language. She was a language practice partner kind of thing on a site called Moy Mir, which is still going, but it's kind of part of VK now. that's how I met her. And and that's fantastic. After I left the army, I started an internet cafe in Londonderry itself, where I had been based, and it failed. It went bankrupt. It was at the what do you call it? The crisis that we had at that point, and so I sold basically everything I had, and I did a course, and I went to Iraq as a contractor. From there, didn't like it one bit, thought it was too dangerous and boring. Went to Afghan as a dog handler with American Vigilant Canine Services America, VCSI. No, Vigilant Canine Services International, that's right. So, I forget that. Buck Dykes was the owner of that company, American guy, and I worked there for 2 years before retiring from that. I was due 3 weeks holiday while I was there. You do 6 months and then 3 weeks holiday, and my 3 weeks holiday, I came to Russia. I got a visa in Kabul, first visa, and I travelled from Kabul to here quite a lot actually. While I was here, I got married. We started building the house, the first house, blah blah blah. So yeah, it was a bit of a trek around the world. I've done a bit of fair old gypsy style lifestyle, you know. But, that's how it ended up. Salam alaikum to Britain. Salam alaikum. Alaikum. Oh, hold on, how do I say this now then? Alaikum assalam. Is that the right way? In Russian, привет, or здравствуйте, or for short, здравствуй. Kind of way. I don't know, I was talking about earlier about the new presidential decree that came out yesterday. It caused everybody to panic in the expat community, the immigrant community. People thought they were going to get conscripted tomorrow. Oh, the Soviet glasses. No, they're broken. Look, my missus is going to get me a new pair today. Look, the one thing came off, and so I can't read the text in these lives without my glasses, and I can't walk while reading glasses. I've got them perched on the end of my nose, and that's the kind of way I do it. It's but not so, just ordinary reading glasses, that's all. Are you still a British citizen? Yes, I'm still a British citizen. I'm a dual citizen, so I've got Russian and British citizenship, is how I do it. It's a good way of doing it, because you can never lose your citizenship. And for those who say, you're a hater, you hate Britain. No, I don't. I love Britain. England is my country of origin. That's my homeland, but I choose to live here. Just the same as any immigrant coming to another country, choose to live in another country, whether it be a lot of people going to the huge, what they call expat or immigrant population in Spain. Long thing, arm, don't know what that means. If Russia drafted you, would you refuse? Hard to say. I'll put it like this: if there was a draft for foreigners like me at my age, you could consider it the start of the Third World War, so it wouldn't make any difference whether you signed up or not, and we'd all end up as crispy critters very quickly. First nuclear bomb would be dropping in about 17 minutes, so if it got to that stage, start panicking. But chance of that happening slim. But I don't want to avoid the question altogether like a politician. If it was necessary, yes, I would. I wouldn't refuse. I think it would be immoral. I'm a citizen here, and as a citizen I sign up to certain conventions, and therefore if it was necessary, I would have to, but I don't think it's likely. I am from Russia, Kantumatisk Autonomous Okrug, Nizhnevatovsk. Write in Russian, Natasha. I can't understand the English translation. Write in Russian, I probably understand it. Yeah, but Britain does suck ass, especially with the global digital ID stuff. You want to really bad, but don't know how to. Do you support Europe and Ukraine? No, I don't. They're crazy. Why would I support Ukraine? I live in Russia. Mr. Tetley, the glass is always green, a big man. You think you're being oppressed? Move to Russia. Britain has got a poor political elite at the moment, hasn't it? It's gone a bit mad. Basically, they voted you voted in one set of politicians and then voted in another set of politicians. And that, to be honest, I can't see the difference between Labour and Tory. The policies are the same, aren't they? Raise the taxes, keep people poor. I don't see any difference in it. So you should at British squaddies in this situation. Ooh, you're putting me in a position, aren't you, where you're asking me. I mean, I could do the old political thing and say, well, it would never come to that. But hard to say. If somebody's shooting at me, I'd shoot back. You know, don't think twice about it. That's what a war is. I'm British. We never want you back. Good for you. Well, I don't want you to come here either. There you go. The long thing on your glasses, it's called the arm. Yes, sorry, Leon, Italy. Sometimes I forget. Oi, where you going? Sometimes I forget my English words, and sometimes I'm a bit puddled. And I had a slight what do you call it? Mini strokes, or sometimes I think that probably doesn't help. And Russia hasn't got political elites; they are the home of the oligarch. Yeah, probably. Of course, they have nice weather conditions. Why did you not run to Russia? What did you do? Didn't run to Russia. I came here. You're a traitor then. No, I'm not a traitor. I live in a foreign country. You're asking me about fantasy scenarios, aren't you? You know, it's just fantasy. You know, would I join the army? Would I shoot British? You know, you could go around and ask that question all day. It's nonsense questions. It's just trying to put me in a trap, in a position, make me say something I don't want to say, you know. But I mean, if you're in a war and somebody's shooting at you, you're going to say, oh no, you're okay, you can kill me because you're a British soldier and I'm British. And it doesn't make any sense, does it? You know, it's just nonsense. I mean, it doesn't matter who's the Prime Minister. There's companies that invest massively in campaigns for deals and stuff. It's just corruption. It's fine. Of course it is. What? Your family are ashamed of you. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. 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 More amateur propaganda service used to be so much more professional. Now it's just amateur in Russia. Oh, come on. We've got the trolls out today, haven't we? We're in full troll mode. If war broke out, you wouldn't be drafted, you would be locked up, probably. What's the biggest change to living in Russia? There's a real question. See, there's something. The biggest change to living in Russia, getting freedom, not having to work. That's the big things. Having freedom to express myself, having freedom to come on YouTube, on the live stream and say what I want, and nobody's going to be hunting me down and oppressing me. I'm not going to get arrested for saying something on Facebook, which I hear is quite a common thing these days, if you say that you're against transgenderism or something. So yeah, I've got the freedom of expression. You know, they say Russia is oppressed and we're under a dictatorship and we don't get free speech. But tell me, can you say that transgenders are faggots and not be arrested? Can you say that on your social media? I don't think so. You tell me who's got freedom of speech and who's oppressed. You know, why does Putin people throw out windows? Name an instance, whatever. Tell me where it's. Tell me where you've seen this and show me, because you can't, can you? Just putting out rubbish. Do you actually see bears and other crazy animals just walking? Of course I do. There's always bears here. I mean, you have to look carefully, but there are bears here. I mean, there's lots of them. You just have to look around. In the forest. Let's have a look. You turn around and see if you might spot a bear. I don't know. Can you see a bear here in the forest? I don't know. Can you see a bear anywhere? I've not seen anyone in ages, but you might see the odd one around. You tell me. It's possible. Whoever keeps saying fucked up shit should get off the chat. If you don't like it, then keep scrolling. Yeah, I could throw them out, but I could throw people out the chat. I could throw some people out the chat. Bristol pretending to be in Russia. How can I prove to where I am? I don't want to do this, but anyway, I will, because yeah, there's always some body who doesn't believe where you are. Let's find just a simple. Up here there is some pylons with you know, signs on them. And let's see if they're in English, shall we? Life's all about happening. See what you did there? Ha ha ha. Iranians all stay in Russia. Do you support Russia attacking schools and hospitals? War crimes and violence the Russian way. Attacking schools and hospitals. Do you speak Russian? Yes. Do you know whatever? Oh, you know, no, I'm not going to do it. Whatever. I'm not going to give you rise to your temptation and block you. I could block you off the channel altogether, not just in the chat, but also off the YouTube channel. But I'm not going to do it because I believe in freedom of speech. And to be honest, every time you make a stupid response, all it does is show YouTube that I'm getting reactions and sends the channel out to more people, so I can propagandize more people. There you go. So you're really doing me a favour by putting your nonsense, really, aren't you? So, here's everywhere in the world. I heard that the quality of food is better in Russia. Fresh vegetables and meat on supermarket guards have. You notice food being better than British food, like additives. Yeah, there's no genetically modified food here. It's скажите что-нибудь. Что ты чудо? Что ты чудо? Что ты делаешь сегодня? Где живешь? What do you want to know? What do you do? What is good for you? Of course you do. Just keep on lying to yourself. How is the war taking you there? There's no war in St. Petersburg. It's 3,000 kilometers away. It doesn't exist here. Bro, get yourself a nice Vostok watch. Ah, maybe I will. I've got a nice watch, but I like my little watch I've got. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. There is war everywhere, not just Russia. Of course there is. Let's pray for Putin to get real and send Poseidon for a little. I mean, yeah. Britain might send two, actually, but one's broken in the port and the other one's been broken up for parts or something, so I'm sure they'll be able to do something. So my dog, there's one of my dogs, there's the other dog, pet that dog. Imagine moving to a third world country by choice. Whatever, really, I mean, come on. I've done live streams, I've shown you the supermarkets and shops and bars and pubs and the centre of the city. I've shown you new complexes going up. I mean, how much propaganda do you want to read? How much nonsense do you want to believe? Are you really that stupid that you believe all this nonsense? Come on. Uncle Putin said no tomahawks and little Trump said, okay, daddy. Yeah, kind of. He's not great. I'm sorry for this trip. Imagine. Wow, supermarkets. Yeah, wow, supermarkets. It's in standard normal. I don't know where you're from. Maybe it's some from dirty little hole in God knows where. People are such assholes. Puppy. Head down, mouth shut, while a corrupt animal destroyer over 1 million Russian. Oh, come on. 1 million Russian dead. Come on, you're looking at the wrong side. Go look at, you know what? Let's do some moderating, shall we? You're off the timeout gulag. Whatever. You're going to timeout gulag as well. Enjoy the real Russian experience in the gulag, where you'll have electrodes placed on your nipples, which you'll probably enjoy. So they're gone. You know, who's going to listen to it any longer? Proper, you know, if you know, it's me who's supposed to be the propagandist. Why would I listen to their nonsense? Goodness sake. Getting it wrong, aren't they? There's a puppy dog. Yeah, that's my Volkosob. He is 25% Wolf. You haven't experienced that being British in Russia at all? No. Mr. Zumi, no, I have not. The most I ever met was about bloody 6 years ago. I met a drunk who wanted to be my best friend. I and whatever. But other than that, no. Honestly, I mean, we did a live stream. If you watched some of the live streams I've done, I did one with Aussie Spy. You see his channel, he's there somewhere. We were in St. Petersburg and we met people, you know, just friendly people, you know. They hate Russia so much that they don't even count Ukraine Nazi deaths. Yeah, what are the dogs' names? The black Volkswagen is Jackie Chan. Oh, Jackie. What, you going? You're not going in there. You're not going in there. Come on. He likes getting in cars. The other one is articulated. Oh, the radio's going. He thinks he's going for a ride. Come on, you're not going in there. Come on. Jackie. No, that's articulated, or Archik. Archik and Jackie Chan. You have like a British, Irish, Russian accent. Maybe it's mixed up a bit. It was originally Yorkshire. I've still got some Yorkshire tones, but kind of. I lived in Ireland for a long time, obviously, and maybe I've got some bit of Russian creeping in. What's where I have to go through to move to Russia? It's a long process to get here. It's a long, slow, difficult with lots of document progress. It's not easy. If you're interested in coming to Russia, go to the Telegram channel Russia Expat Info. There is people on there who can help you with that. It's my Telegram channel, my project. Got a lot of good admins in there who are here now or moving here or have moved here. Know all about it. They're much more, much better informed than me. I went through the system a long time ago, and obviously laws change, and so I'm out of date a bit. But people on there are good. Sounds Leeds. Yeah, kind of from Sheffield originally. Are you under attack? Nope, not under attack here. I'm from Leeds. Leeds, yeah. I know. I don't know Leeds very well, but I know of it obviously because I'm from Sheffield, up the road. So they're so cute. They're nice dogs. They're good dogs. Hey, I must say this will be the last time I listen to you. Boring. Man by man. That's okay. No, nobody can listen to me. You know, I'm not an entertainer, am I? Well, kind of is entertainment, isn't it? I'm out in Southern California. I do not know. My accent's very. Oh, right, of course, Southern California. California dreaming, right? You must have it great over there today, I would imagine. Thanks for letting everyone know, Phil. Why did you choose to move to Russia? Oh, JP. Why did I choose to move to Russia? Well, a love for my wife and economic sense, you know, economy. My pension does very well here, where it wouldn't do so well in the UK. I'd be sort of in a cardboard box in the UK, I reckon. So, you know, it's much under bots attack. Yeah, I was under bots attack for a little while. I can take that. It's okay. Good morning from Sheffield. Oh, Street 1, Sheffield. Oh, great stuff. I'm from Sheffield originally. I was born at Netheredge Hospital. I lived in a place called Mearsbrook. I can't even tell you where it is now. And Beechief. Well, that's the other place, yeah. It's pretty cheap in Russia. Yeah, it can be cheap. Sheffield here too. It takes to live by any lakes to live by. Yeah, there's a lake about 3 kilometres from me. I did a live stream from there the other day. You can look through the live stream and find it. Sheffield, that explains it. Definitely not a. Phil J, you keep telling me you're going because I'm boring, but you're still here, so there must be something you like. I can't explain what. I believe it was pulled down, somebody told me. I know all changed now. I remember the big fish tanks as a kid down there in that subway. Do you think that Zoran Mandani in Mambos from the Storm's predictions? No, I don't. How long have you lived in Russia? About 15 years I've been here now. You've been going live to get some more attention. Of course I've been going to get more attention. What else? Zavtrak ili Ruski. Она говорит по-русски, она не знает по-английски. How's that for you? My wife doesn't speak. For the English speakers, my wife doesn't speak English. She only speaks Russian. Where are you going, eh? Where are you going? If you don't know, this is I'm going to walk down here just a little bit. This is a settlement. It's a new settlement, really. Well, it's been 30 years, but it's a new settlement, and it's what they call a gated community or closed community. And so we have a gate down there, electric gate, to prevent people coming into the area. We're all fenced off in here. I don't know if they keep them out or us in. I'm not sure. I haven't worked it out yet, but we do have a gate down there. You can open it with your phone. Thanks for announcing your departure, Phil. Now get on with it. So, oh my God, this might so right. You're still here, Phil. Yeah, do you know, Phil, keep typing your nonsense, because you're obviously a troll. And it's good, though, because it puts the YouTube algorithm in motion and gets his channel out to other people. So keep typing, you know. You know, it's good for me. Keep on it. Everyone's on an agenda. I'm on an agenda. I'm boosting up my own channel, and of course I am. Why else would I be doing this? Phil, show us your interest and exciting. You are. Watch, put a wolf. Small world coming across a fellow Sheffield living in Russia. Yeah, it is a small world. Do you remember? Are you old enough to remember the All-In Road, where they had the big fish tanks, and there was a map down there, and you can just outside it there's a map, and it had brass buttons, and you can press it and put a little light on, and it showed you where you were in the city down there. Do you remember all that? And you could get a chip butty. That was my favorite. I still miss my chip butties. Can't get them like you can in Sheffield. Do you like Dickens cider? I've never tried it. Don't know what it is. I'm not a big cider drinker at all. I do, yes. Do you remember? Why are you doing this? Who are you? What is the point? The point is to annoy you, Phil, obviously. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing it, to annoy you and make you want to move to Russia, so you can look at this bad road and look at the gates and stuff. I'm showing you life. What's the point? I'm showing you life in Russia. We're just walking and talking. You know, we'll do different live streams, but I can't be in a different place every day. Well, I could, but it cost me a fortune to do it. My van's off the road, so I'll go to that. So I will do live streams around and about the place. I'm planning on Tuesday. If you don't know, Tuesday I'm going with Aussie Spy again, because he lives up the road. He's a good friend, although he's from Australia, which means he's upside down most of the time, but never mind. But that's the gate anyway. You get for a gated community, so you can open it with a telephone. You ring it up and it opens, or you got a thing, a remote control thing. So you push a button and it opens slowly. I may add. But anyway, that's the type of thing. Let's try putting a Dickens cider. Oh, James, raw. Very good. I've just got you. Very well done, Dickens cider. Oh, nice one. Good one, Dickens cider. Nice one. It's already snowing in Siberia. Oh, it would be, yeah. I would think so. I'm from Venezuela. Oh, Venezuela. Victor, how are you doing over there? You must have lovely weather over there. A bit warmer there, anyway. This is Russia. This is coming from Russia's northern capital of St. Petersburg. Well, just outside of St. Petersburg, but Russia's northern capital anyway. You're probably familiar with London Road. It's now full of takeaways and nice chippies. I don't know London Road. I've forgotten the names of the roads, honestly. I couldn't remember. It's such a long time ago. I remember where I signed up to the army in the recruiting centre. Was just where the buses. It was at 69 buses used to come from Rotherham into Sheffield, and it used to stop just there by the recruiting centre. And I can't remember what the name of the street was, but it used to be there in the street there. That's where I signed up. Sorry about luck, Victor. And stay to you, it's always losers. Yeah, God help you, Venezuela. I hope you're safe. God, I hope the US does not destroy another country. Really hope so. Can you go in a big crowded place in Russia, or are you just walking in the woods? I've done all that. You can go and see. You can see the live streams. We did it in the centre of St. Petersburg. I've done it in the centre of Krasny Selo. I've done it. We've live streamed everywhere. I've done it here in the new settlements. You tell me, where do you want to see? On you go, Phil. Near Bramall Lane. I'm not sure. I can't remember the names of the streets, honestly. It's just too long ago. was it Commercial Street? Just off Commercial Street? Is that the only one I can remember? Or is that Rotherham? Maybe Rotherham, I don't know. Big greetings, Venezuela. Also getting ready for something. We Russians recently sent you an IL-76 with their defense system. Yeah, it's terrible. I hope they don't invade Venezuela. Really think it's, God help, another war that's started, another country to be destroyed. Please, God. Yes, country is London. As a Yorkshireman, can you get good gravy in Russia? No, I can't. They don't know what gravy is. They call it brown sauce. They ain't got a clue what it is, you know. So, unlucky. Nice to meet you, Victor. Nice to meet you too. London is for Pakistanis. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah. Don't know. Are you north enough to have felt the earthquakes off Kumachanka Pen? Shish Salam. Up here. To sometimes the signal, the internet signal is switched off for air defence purposes. The Ukrainians keep trying to send drones over. They don't get anywhere near us, but they have to kind of deal with it, you know. It's one of the things of being in an area where this stuff's happening at the moment. So unfortunately, that's what happened, to cut the signal. So, but yeah. So Tuesday, anyway, I don't know, me and Aussie Spy, that is Jason, Aussie Spy, should be picking up the Wi-Fi by now, and I can't. I'm sorry, apologise, my mistake, the signal did drop out. It was to a point where it was nothing. I do believe it's something to do with interference from whatever, it's somebody's flying things around here, or trying to fly things around here, and it's been, the signal's been knocked off, so I can't do any more walkies. But I am today going to, plan is today to fix my van. It is in bits at the moment. I'll show you quickly what I'm up to today. Once this van's done, then I'll be able to get out and about and show better live streams in different places. But my van has got severe problem. I'll show you. So this is the van here. There we go. There's the van, and you can see I've taken the radiator off and all the rest of it, and it's now going to have the cable blown up from there, where obviously you put a new cable in, and it's going to be, all that's going to be taken off basically, and then it's air inlet, and so I can access the cables down there. So should be a great fun job that. I don't even want to touch it, but yeah, that's the plan. But Tuesday anyway, my plan is on Tuesday that I'm going with Aussie Spy Jason. You see his channel linked to me somewhere. Look for him, Aussie Spy. He does Soviet stuff and whatever, and does abandoned places, abandoned pioneer camps and stuff. Plan is on Tuesday to go with him. We're going to a place here, Fashion House, which is like a mall for fashion brands. We're going to see what's left after sanctions, and after that, then we're going next door. There's a big a Rynek, which is like an indoor marketplace. We're gonna have a look around there, see what's on offer. Probably go next door to OK, which is another huge supermarket with indoor things. We know somebody down there. Well, I know somebody down there who works there. After that, we'll go to Lenta, which is a big major supermarket brand here, and then probably we'll go and have a look around the car. There's a lot of car showrooms down, so I'll have a look around there. Also, Tuesday kind of a long live stream, having a look around and stuff. Tomorrow morning is Saturday. I've got my friend from Kazan. He is American Sputnik. He will be with me on live stream. He's going to be live streaming from Kazan. He'll be walking his dogs, I'll be walking my dogs, and together we'll do a dual live stream. So something different. That's on Saturday morning, and yeah, something different in it. So I've got Saturday morning, Tuesday, and then I don't know, and during the week obviously walk the dogs and walk and talk, and once the van's fixed, I'll be going up an hour and about. I want to do Gachina, go and live stream from Gachina, go and live stream from Pushkin. There's after the famous point, there's a town named Pushkin, very nice up there, so we'll go and do there, and a few other places as well. Before the snow hits, there's an abandoned pioneer camp Jason wants to go and see. It's way out in the countryside, towards the other side of Peter. I can't say where. It's a big secret, obviously. But we're going to go and do some filming in and around there. So quite a busy time planned. But the videos of the house build of mine in Starý Rus and Novgorod, they've been released every 7 days or so. There's about 5 to go. And you can see them there, and it'll all be great. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Guess, you know, boost the channel up. It is getting there. It's coming up. If it does get monetized and I actually get some money out of this damn channel, it's not my priority. It was never a plan of mine to get monetized, but if it does, it'll look in that way. It's getting close now. That money I won't be taking for myself. I will be donating that to some old people whose pensions here are quite poor. I want to help some people out, so that's kind of plan for that. So that's where we're at anyway. So anyway, wherever you are in the world, peace to you. Stay safe. Look after your family. If you've got a mum and dad who's alive, say hello. Pick up the phone today. Just pick up the phone and say, how you doing, mum? How you doing, dad? Or a brother or sister or something. And say how you doing. And it'll make the day, I'm sure. I'm out from now. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow or in future live streams.